Now we're going to be doing a Unit 2 review. Excuse me if the handwriting's a little messy, but here we go. Here is adding. First of all, we're going to line the numbers up. So we have 659 plus 728. Going on up, 9 plus 8 equals 17. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 6 plus 7 is 13. So our answer is 1,387. Next problem. We are subtracting decimals. 48 and 8/10 is bigger than 39 and 6/100. So if they have 48 and 8/10 on top, then we're going to be subtracting, but we have to make sure we line up the decimals. So we have 39 and 6/100 below. We have to fill in a 0 here to fill in the spot. Okay. We're going to cross off the 10 because I can't take, or we're going to cross off the 0 because I can't take 6 from the 0. So I'm going to make this a 10. I'm going to borrow from the 8, make this a 7. Go ahead and subtract. 6 minus 10 equals 4. 0 minus 7 is 7. I carry the decimals straight down. I'm going to cross off the 8, make this 18. Go ahead and cross off the 4, and make it a 3. 9 minus 18 is a 9. 3 minus 3 is a 0. Our answer is 9 and 74 thousandths. The decimal is very important. Next problem. 1 inch equals 300 miles. About how many miles would it be from one place to another if the measurement was 4.5 inches? Well, I know 1 inch equals 300 miles, so half an inch will have to be half of 300, which is 150. So if I have 4 inches, I know that automatically will be 4 times 300. 4 times 3 is 12. Go ahead and count these zeros. 1, 2. So I have 1,200. Then I have to add this other half, which would be 150. So my answer would be 1,350. Joe walked 900 feet to the park. He was waiting to shock his, or to, well, it should be shake, his friend Sally. He told her that he had walked how many inches? Sally wasn't impressed. She told Joe that was only that many blank yards. So 900 feet, we have to change to inches. So I know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. So if I have 900 feet, and I want to change it to inches, I'm going to have to multiply 900 times 12. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Use a calculator. Got 900 times 12 equals 10,800. So this is 10,800. How many yards is that? Well, I know that 3 feet equals 1 yard. I'm going to have to do some division. I'm going to do 900 divided by 3 to see how many yards that would be, which is easy math. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Count the zeros, 300. So my answer is 300 yards. If feet are going to yards, it's going to get smaller because 3 feet equals 1 yard. And when feet are going to inches, the number is going to get bigger because there's 12 inches in 1 foot. Place value. We have little decimal here. Okay. 8 in the ones place. We're going to go ahead and put the 8 in the ones. 2 in the 10,000s place. We'll put a 2 here. 6 in the tenths place. We have tenths right here. 1 in the thousands place. We have 0 in all the other places. This spot right here is your hundredths place. Tenths, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. Multiplying decimals. Multiply your number on top. The nice thing about multiplying decimals is you don't have to line up the decimals, and in this case, the decimals just happen to be lined up. Go ahead and multiply. 3 times 5, we got 15. 3 times 0, we have 0 plus 1, we have a 1. 3 times 2 is a 6. 3 times 1 is a 1. I'm going to go ahead and change colors here so we don't make a mistake. Got to make a place value holder. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 2 times 4, or 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 1 is 2. Go ahead and add these up. Got a 5, a 1, 7, a 5, and a 2. Now I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use blue. How many decimals do we have? We have 1, we have 2. So my answer, I have to move the decimal 2 places. 1, and then 2. My decimal will be right here. So my answer is going to be 257 and 15 hundredths. Do you see how I didn't move the decimal straight down, kids? Because that would be right there. I had to move the decimals to the right, move 2 over to the left. Rolling a die is rolling a die and it being a 1, 2, or a 3. Well, my options for a dice are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if I want to try and get that, that would be about half. So my answer would be 50-50 would be my answer. Because I would have half a chance of getting it. 50-50. 90% chance of rain? Well, that's not certain, but it is very likely. It's going to rain. It was very likely it will rain. Once again, I'm using my mouse at the computer, so it's kind of messy, so I apologize. Landing on blue on a spinner that has a 25% chance each of blue, red, yellow, and green. So it looks like we're at a 1/4 chance. So the chance of that happening is probably going to be unlikely. Unlikely or very unlikely. I'm not going to be too picky with this, kids, but let's say unlikely. So we have a 1/4 chance. 3/4 chance of having ice cream for dessert. That's going to be, if it's a 3/4 chance, we'll probably say that's going to be likely. If your parents told you had a 3/4 chance of going to Dairy Queen, you're probably going to be thinking you're going to Dairy Queen. So perfect. Let's move on. Write the number in expanded notation. This is nice and easy. 48, we're just going to write 40 plus 8. 238 in 6/10, we have 200 plus 30 plus 8 plus 0.6. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind that if this number, let's say, was 238.06, let's just see what this would look like. Well, we'd have 200 again plus 30 plus 8. Then we're going to have to add plus 0.06. You see how we didn't say plus 0 for this, but we had to do plus 0.6 because that'd be the next place. Chloe scores on her math test. All right, well, we have to put these numbers in order from smallest to largest. So 75. Go ahead and cross this off. I have 79. Go ahead and cross that off. I've got 3 88s. I have to write all of them out because they're all very important. I have a 95. and I have a 98. All right. So my maximum number is my biggest number, which is 98. Minimum is my smallest number, which is 75. Range, remember that was the driving range, so let's say I have 98 as my largest number, subtracting 75, subtracting the largest number from the smallest number, or the smallest number from the largest number. We got a 3 here, we got a 2, my range is 23. Mode, the number that happens the most, 88 happens the most in this situation, put 88. The number right in the middle, so I'm going to cross off a number here, 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 cross it off, I'm left with 88. It's my middle number. Josie went to store to buy bread and milk. Her mother gave her $10 to spend. The bread cost $1.98 and the milk cost $3.59. How much did Josie bring back to her mom? So the numbers needed to solve the problem. We need the $10. That's an important number. We need $1.98. That's important. We need $3.59. That's important. Describe what you need to find out. We want to find out how much change is coming home. Open sentence. Well, her mother gave her $10. We have $10 to start with. And then she's going to be subtracting whatever 198 plus 359 equals. And that equals D. So I'm going to do this quick on the calculator. 198, 1.98 plus 3.59 equals $5.57. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 10. I have $10 minus $5.57. My solution is going to be $4.43. $4.43. Actually, 4 and 43 hundredths. My answer is where you add the unit, so it's going to be $4.43. Go back and check my work. Josie went to the store to buy bread and milk. Her mother gave her $10 to spend. The bread costs $1.98. The milk costs $3.59. How much change did Josie bring back to her? Well, obviously I have to add these two together like I did. I start with $10 in the problem, then I'm going to be subtracting what these two equal. In an open sentence, remember we have to have a letter in there. I chose to pick D. I'll do one last one here. Mary got up at 7 a.m. and it was already 75 degrees out. By noon it was 98 degrees. How much warmer was it at noon than at 7 a.m.? Needed numbers. List of numbers needed to solve the problem. Well, the 7s aren't important here, so we need a 75 and a 98 as important. We want to know how much warmer by noon. So we're going to open that sentence. Well, it's 75 degrees in the morning, so that's going to be our first numbers. Plus, we're going to put a D for degrees. And by noon it was 98 degrees. So that's how you'd write it, kids, but you would figure it out by simply going 78 minus 75. I'm just going to pull out the calculator again to speed things up. 78, oh, I apologize, 98 minus 75 equals 23 degrees difference. Grab the pen. We have 23 is my solution. That's my number. And my answer is going to be 23 degrees. This is just a review, kids. You should do an excellent job on my test tomorrow. I'm sorry it was messy. I had to be at my computer using the mouse. I couldn't be up at the smartboard. Good luck on the test, and please remember to study. Thank you.